When you compare the Zambian Kwacha to other major currencies like the US dollar, the euro, or even the South African rand, it always falls short in value. This is what is called currency depreciation, which is the decrease in value of one currency relative to another. And there are many reasons why the Zambian Kwacha also falls short. But in this video, we're looking at how trade deficits affect the value of the Zambian Kwacha. Okay, first, let's understand what a trade deficit is. A trade deficit happens when a country buys more from other countries than it sells to them. This means there is an imbalance in the exports and imports of a country. Let's say Zambia imports fuel, clothes, phones, and machinery from other countries, but it doesn't export enough copper, maize, or other products to balance that out. That gap, where we're spending more money buying things than we're making from selling, is called a trade deficit. Zambia is a developing country, and like many others, it depends heavily on imports and other things like fuel and petroleum products, machinery and industrial equipment, motor vehicles, machines, and healthcare equipment, processed foods, electronics, and clothes. These items are not produced locally at scale or are not produced at all. But on the export side, Zambia relies mostly on a few key products, especially copper. That's a risky position. When copper prices drop on the global market, or if mining output slows down, Zambia doesn't earn enough dollars from exports to keep up with the cost of imports. This imbalance is what creates trade deficits. For Zambia, a trade deficit means we're using a lot more foreign currency, like the US dollar, to pay for imports, but we're not earning enough dollars through exports. So how does the trade deficit affect the Kwacha? To buy goods from other countries, Zambian businesses need to pay in foreign currency, especially in US dollars. But if Zambia is not earning enough dollars from exports, those dollars become scarce. And when something is scarce, it becomes more valuable. So demand for the US dollar rises, while demand for the Kwacha falls. That's why you hear of the Kwacha weakening, because it now takes more Kwacha to buy the same amount of dollar. And that is where the Kwacha depreciates. So how does it affect the Zambian people? When the Kwacha loses value, fuel prices go up, transport costs rises, food becomes more expensive, especially imported goods, electricity tariffs may increase due to fuel or equipment imports, and overall inflation rises. For ordinary people, this means a higher cost of living. As long as there's a big gap between the imports and exports, the Zambian Kwacha will depreciate to major currencies. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like and give us a follow.